Hi, everybody. My name is Jeremy Siskin. I am the author of Jazz Piano Fundamentals. I'm playing solo jazz piano. And I am here with a good friend and an amazing pianist and composer and leader in the arts, Julio Cesar Baretto. Welcome, Julio.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much for having me, and hi to absolutely everyone who watches us from all over the world.
And among the many things that Julio does, he is the artistic director of the Rubato Piano Competition, which is going to take place this August in his hometown of Oxford, Alabama. I'm going to ask Julio to share a little bit about the competition because applications are still open. And then I'm going to ask him to share a favorite piano exercise that he keeps coming back to. So do you want to tell a little bit about the Rubato Piano Competition?
Of course, yes, we are very, very excited. The competition is going to be held on August the 8th, August the 13th at the Oxford Performing Arts Center here in Oxford, Alabama, an hour from Atlanta. So between the state line between Georgia and Alabama. And this is a special international piano competition for solo piano, both in classical music and jazz as well. And we have two age brackets going from 12 years old to 19 years old for jazz category, and also from 19 to 26 years old in jazz. And we have 12 to 18 years old and 19 to 26 also in classical piano. This is an international piano competition that is sponsored by the prestigious Steinway and Sons pianos, well known the Rolls Royce of pianos. And we are very, very excited about that. Our dear friends in New York from Steinway are going to deliver 5 grand pianos that week in our beautiful Performing Arts Center. So the students can just play those wonderful pianos during the competition. And also we build in practice rooms for them. Every single prize has, we have, gold medalists and silver medalists for every category. And the winner takes home 5,000 American dollars, and the second one, 2,500. And we also have a special category, which is, we call the audience's favorite. Well, everyone in the audience will have an app in their phone, and they're going to vote for their favorite, and the favorite will just take home $500 for each category in each age bracket and musical style as well. The competition has a preliminary round, which is held online, and the applications remain open to July the 10th. Our website is rubatopiano.org, as RUBATO piano.org, and they can submit their video, 15 to 20 minutes video, with the performance both in classical or jazz. And the fees, I think, is only about $30 per submission. And we also, and this is really, really important, we offer scholarships to cover airfare, accommodations, hotels, and meals during that week. So if you're a student who are watching us from Buenos Aires, Argentina, Tokyo, Japan, Berlin, it doesn't matter which part of the planet you are in, if you apply for scholarships and you get selected between these 24 semifinalists, we can cover every single expenses you have if you apply for these scholarships. You're gonna be here, and also our prestigious jury will teach you master classes during that week. So it's also exciting, and we're really looking forward to this international event here in Alabama.
Yeah, so I just want to underline that last thing because I think that that's nuts. So if somebody in China, Thailand, Japan, Eastern Europe,
Yes,
Australia,
absolutely.
they apply, they're semifinalists, their airfare is covered to come to the competition.
Yes, thank you to the support of, government officials and private sponsors. We have the funding to cover your airfare. We already have submissions from South Korea, China, Argentina, some coming, also coming from other countries in Latin America and Europe as well. So all of those to get selected and earn a place in the competition, we got you covered. We're expensive, so we're gonna feed you well, and you're gonna be exposed to this wonderful Southern hospitality here.
Fantastic.
Sure.
And I should share that I'm going to be one of the judges there. And so I'm looking forward to the Southern hospitality.
Yes, sir. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, world-class judges. And we're really excited. We have 3 for the jazz category, where you're one of them, our prestigious jury, and we have 3 for the classical category as well. All full-time teachers and prestigious universities, book writers and teachers, and just amazing people. We're really looking forward. It's going to be a huge party where we celebrate the piano and arts.
I can't wait. So again, the deadline is July 15th, right? So you got about a month, or
July
July
the 10th.
I'm sorry.
July
so,
10th.
So
right,
about a month to get that in, and rubatopiano.org.
Correct, yes. You click in register or apply now, and there's two big buttons on screen. You apply, if you apply for scholarship and register, you send your short bio, your personal information, and a 50 to 20-minute short video performing what you think is relevant for the judges to and adjudicators to rate your performance, and you earn a place.
Amazing. All right, now I have not just asked you here to plug your competition, although I'm glad that you did. I want you to teach me one of your favorite piano exercises, and I think this might be interesting because you're not at a piano, right?
I am not at a piano.
So you're gonna have to rely on me. You're gonna have to be a very good describer of this exercise. So
fantastic, sounds fun. I'm really into it. Yeah, okay, let's talk about harmony for a little bit. This is a really nice exercise that I use to practice absolutely everything related with melody, licks, patterns, and harmony as well. It can be chord progressions, it can be just one single chord, it can be whatever. And what I'm talking about is just as a professional musician, something is quite and really important out there in the field is being able to play anything in absolutely any key. Okay, it makes it fun, of course. So my exercise is called geometric figures. I think everyone here in your channel is familiar with circle of fifth, because I'm seeing some of your videos and you apply some of this knowledge there, right? Circle of fifth is quite important for, I don't care if you're a pop keyboardist, a jazz pianist, or a classical pianist. It's information that is quite important to play absolutely any kind of Western music. So geometric figures is a circle. Sometimes I think in squares. Sometimes I think in triangles, and sometimes I just think in hexagons. Okay, so let's just think in the circles first. Let's just take the chord of C major. Let's just keep it very simple. Yes, sir. Perfect.
So far.
If we think in a circle and we're going left, my second chord will be F major. If I just thinking it just major triad, just learning all the major triads, we just keep it very simple. I play C, E, and G with my right hand. And then if I move in a circle, my next chord will be F, right?
Okay, I'm with you.
Yeah, and my next chord will be B flat. If I move it left, yeah, opposite to the clock, right? My next chord will be E flat, A flat, D flat, and I'll go all the way around to the circle till I find C again, and that's where I stop. So I have there my first geometric figure. And I just learn how to play the major triad in all the keys.
Okay, so it would be like
correct.
This is your circle?
Yeah, that's my circle. The good thing about the circle is you can start at any part of the circle. Not necessarily have to start in C, right? Because there's no beginning, right? That's just it's fascinating about what a circle is. You can do the same thing now with the first inversion, the second inversion, with a major chord, minor chord, with 7, with 9, whatever you want to do. We're just thinking about any exercise, a lick or pattern or short melody that I just transcribed from Bill Evans, only 2 measures, or Charlie Parker. It doesn't matter. You go to the circle. Let's just talk about squares.
Okay.
If I just draw a square on the circle that I already have, I'll find 4 points, right? So the first one will be C. If I just draw a line on the other end, it will be E flat. If I go R, it will be G flat or F sharp. And if I draw another line, it will be A, and then I go back to C, right? That's a square. Right. So I just build a square by thinking of minor thirds. So let's just keep this simple with the triad. Correct. Yeah. The problem now, quote unquote problem, is that to cover the 12 keys that I have, I need 3 of those squares. So the next one we start in the in D flat and build a square with that one. Could you do that for me?
Nope. I got
there it is. Wonderful. And then to cover the last 4 that I need another square starting on D.
Right. And helps me to remember those to think of the diminished chord, right? The diminished seventh chord, because you're hitting all four notes of the diminished seventh.
If
chord.
you just think of the diminished chord, you need only 3 diminished chords, and you will build the 3 squares that you need, because 3 by 4, it's 12. So we just complete the circle, right?
Totally.
Let's just think now, let's just think now in triangles, and let's just go to John Coltrane's music, thinking in triangles. Yeah, so if I stack now major thirds, and I start with C, and I just build this augmented chord, if you're thinking in chords, my first triangle will be C, the next line goes to E, and the very next line goes to A flat or G sharp, and then goes straight again, and I just build my first triangle. Can you do that for me? We just may try it. Perfect. And so how many triangles do I need to complete 12 keys?
4?
4, because now 3 by 4 is 12, instead of 4 by 3 with a square.
And it's early in California for math.
I know. It's only in the West Coast. Just to bring, I know. But that's mainly what I do, and it can be with a lick, with a pattern, with a specific voicing that I have. The last geometric figure that I also use are hexagons, which are moving your chords by whole tone scales. And since an hexagon has 6 lines or 6 sides, right? I need 2 hexagons in order to complete the whole circle of 5th, because 6 by 2, surprise, surprise, it's 12. So could you just play the C major chord and going up? Fantastic. And now we'll just move up just a half step, and we'll do the whole thing to start on D flat. Fantastic. You can just use a short pattern, a voicing. You can use a chord progression. You can do the same thing with the inversions of the chord has and play all the inversions and then moving. But you have circles, squares without the whole diminished chord, right? Minor thirds, triangles, thinking John Coltrane's music, so you need 4 of those because the triangle has 3 lines, and then hexagons, and that's how I practice every single piece of music: short lick, short pattern, melodic shape, voicing, chord progression, inversions, you name it. That's one of my main exercise, and I've been doing it for probably 15 years. And sometimes just to bring, you don't know where you're at, it's really hard.
Yeah, no, I love that. I mean, it's not really new information, but I never thought of it in terms of shapes, like circles, squares, triangles, and that is a really helpful image to think.
It is, and actually, when you're thinking in those figures, you're also thinking in what the augmented chord, the diminished chord, and the whole tone scales, and many other things. You're just watching everything from a different perspective, and that sometimes the anxiety and stress of saying, am I covering everything by doing this? Yes, you are. By covering all those bases, you just save absolutely any kind of style of music you're going to learn after. The professional musician out there in the field should be able to play in C major and F sharp as you will play in the most comfortable key for you, no matter what instrument you're playing. This is not just for the piano. Yeah, it can be just scale. Let's say it can be the C major scale, right? And you're thinking in squares again, C major scale, E flat major scale, and then E flat major scale. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And then sometimes going down too, I'm sure.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want. You can go to the scale to, intervals, major thirds, up fours, it doesn't matter, right? And something, can you just do for me, play, let's play C7 chord with voicings, put the 9th or whatever you want to do with it. Yeah, okay. Can you move that same chord up, minor thirds up? Love it. Sounds so jazzy. You can use that to comping, because when you're comping in C major blues scales, you're going up from, up and down, a whole tone, half step. Yeah, that's really useful for comping. So you can do that. I use it all the time.
I love it. And yeah, especially with that, when the movements in minor thirds, if you're using like a flat 9, then everything's within the half whole octatonic scale, right?
Whatever
do
you want
that.
to do. You just think, yeah. Fantastic. You can all decor, you can do four-way close, you can do the George sharing kind of thing, the drop two, whatever you want to do. You can just move the whole block up a third, up a whole tone. It doesn't matter because you're thinking just in geometric figures. Yeah.
I love it.
Yes.
That's like exercise above all the other exercises, right? It's like whatever exercise you're doing, you practice it in the geometric figure, like you practice it in all
whatever
the
you
different
do
geometric figures, right? It's
yeah,
just a
it can be a
framework for
bebop
learning
scale.
anything.
Yeah. It can be a link. It could be ba-da-ba-ba-bam, 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 and you're thinking in geometric figure, you just cover all the 12 keys, knowing that if you're working with squares, you need 3 squares. If you're working with triangles, you need 4 triangles. Hexagons, you need 2, and circles, just 1, and you're all set.
Beautiful. I love it. Thank you, Julio.
Thank you, my friend.
If people want to check out your music, where's a good place for them to go?
Well, actually, you can check some of mine. We're still building my web page for myself, but you can find some information about me in rubatopiano.org, or follow me in Instagram, Julio Baretto dash music. And I post there pretty regularly all my gigs and music and original pieces. And yeah, that's mainly what I have for now.
Awesome. Well, it's always great to chat with you, and I look forward to seeing you in Alabama pretty soon.
Yes, sir. It's gonna be fun. See you in the Rubato International Piano Competition.